and welcome to a very special edition of Our Reviews Will Kill You. I am Darth V, and I am here with my fellow Orks, Scott Keebler.
Are you the drunk emperor?
Yes,
Is this
I am the drunk emperor.
Is this your new character, the drunk emperor? It's like the emperor, but with the slurring problem.
Yeah, I'm a little old and slurry.
Facial slurs?
No, only you, who needs to speak up, by the way. Noob-Noob.
Noob-Noob Binks!
Noob-Noob Binks.
Yes, Noob-Noob Binks. The better Binks of the Binks family.
It's kind of funny because he looks a little reddish in hue today. Your beard looks a little reddish for some reason. Your
Do I really?
Yeah, you look like you're flustered. Like you're a little extra Ewoked today.
Oh, I was socked off last night.
You were what? I don't even want to know. So welcome everybody. This again is the Our Reviews Will Kill You chat room, and it's May the 4th, so we decided to make an appearance, a random live appearance. We didn't tell anybody about it. I want to give a big shout out to my boy, Dr. Lemedic there. He's my boy.
Is he our 101st subscriber there on YouTube?
It would appear so.
All right.
There was actually a secret giveaway for the 101st subscriber. Scott will suck your dick.
You always go to the same exact joke every single time. I really wish you could get some new material. We would all appreciate that.
I'm sure we would. Anyway, it's May the 4th, and what Star Wars-y things are you doing, Scott?
Nothing. I used to be a Star Wars fan. I'm not anymore. The last 3 movies definitely killed that. Although I did finish the Star Wars Clone Wars series today. That's on Disney Plus, the animated series. They had their animated Clone Wars series on Disney Plus. They finished it. This was called the final season, so I'm only assuming there's gonna be no more afterwards. Some very cool things happened on that, actually, if you're ready to get into that, or if you want to wait till later.
Well, I guess we could just figure out what everybody's doing for the day, and then we'll go through your quick review
and I made
talk
garden.
a little bit about Star Wars.
I'm drinking!
Noob-Noob's already drunk. He admitted that he just threw random things into a glass.
Yeah, that's all he
It's called
does.
tropical scotch.
And he's schnozzled now.
I'm very schnozzled. No, first off, it's Star Wars Day? I thought it was pre-Cinco de Mayo Day. I'm a little confused.
I mean, you can, and then people try to say, "May the Sith" or "Remember the Sith." They try to make the 5th another Star Wars Day, but those people just go to hell. It's Cinco de Mayo. Tomorrow's for drinking. Today's for drinking too. So who cares?
I mean, if you were a Star Wars fan, or if you're a Star Trek fan, you're actually supposed to say Happy Holidays instead of May the 4th be with you.
Yes, because you're inclusive and we include everybody. So yes, to your Star Trek fans, Happy Holidays.
So to all you Trekkies.
I'm a Trekkie, actually.
You're a Trekkie?
I'm a Trekkie, yeah. That's like the underground Trek fans, but like in the weird Dom sub denominations.
I thought you were a tranny.
No, well, that's, forthcoming. I'm really saving up for it. Transitioning to Noobina.
Noobina, I heard you already got did you already get snipped?
I did get snipped. I'm waiting for the permits.
It was a very small surgery.
Pink neon license plate for Noobina. Look for it.
He's very smooth down below.
Instagram, yeah.
So what are you? I don't know. I don't want to talk about what your transition is. Let's talk a little bit about just some news out there for Star Wars fans, the few that remain. We have today, May the 4th, Rise of the Skywalker was released on Disney Plus.
The actual not terrible ending of the trilogy.
The actual mediocre movie that is. Maybe we'll do another revisit on the podcast on Friday when we go live, and we'll revisit that because I'm going to catch it. That's my May the 4th. Is I'll be watching Rise of the Skywalker.
You saw it in theaters though.
I understand, but I'm rewatching it.
Although I did rewatch it in nice and beautiful 4K. It looks very good in 4K. If anyone wants it in 4K, it's going to be delicious for you.
Bootleg's checking in. He's drinking some blue milk. That's the bottom shelf southern liquid that they have down there in the southern states.
Blue milk.
Blue milk.
Don't they actually have that at the Star Wars galaxies? I heard they do.
I don't know. I've never been there. I couldn't tell you.
I was going to go, but then coronavirus murdered Disney.
You were going to go to Harry Potter World because you wanted to get that wanding?
I do have. You want me to go grab my wand real quick?
No. We do not want you to grab your wand. Please do not do that.
I will grab my wand. Really,
we will be banned from YouTube. That is not allowed here, Noob-Noob. Do not do that. I mean, Disney's doing a pretty good job of banning themselves already. We had already talked about the last episode. They had the tweet that they're still getting some flack for. The if you hashtag May the 4th, then
they own it.
They own it. They own your tweet.
So they also own this podcast, or at least this episode of this podcast?
Maybe, I don't know. It's
although we're white, can we be owned? I don't think that works that way.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
do we want to just sit on that one for a minute?
Well, how about we go to the most controversial news? Should we do that?
Go for it.
I was promised controversial news.
It better be controversial.
So, Star Wars is going to have... Well, there was a leak that came from Kathleen Kennedy, who's the head of Lucasfilm Camp, that there's going to be a new female TV series, female-focused, female force with some real powerful women's. Real powerful women's. And those the funny thing is that the person who's the head of the show, who's supposed to be the showrunner for this, her name is Leslie Headland. You couldn't even guess what her previous job was before she did this if I told you.
She worked in a donation clinic.
If she was let me see if I can give you some hints. She worked for a powerful person in Hollywood who was not real good at treating women real well.
That's Kevin Spacey. Oh no, that's boys.
That's one.
He doesn't treat boys real well.
No, not Kevin Spacey. Keep thinking.
Nicolas Cage.
Also not true.
Nicolas Cage. Oh, breaking news! Nicolas Cage was cast as Joe Exotic in the Tiger King series.
It's not. Wow. That's fake news. Will you either answer the question or just give it?
It's the Jew dude in jail with the corona.
First off, very fake news. Second off, way to spoil something we were going to talk about on Friday. You dumbass.
What?
Whoops.
Who spoiled what? I don't even know what he's talking about.
I don't know. Noob-Noob's an idiot.
Well, Noob-Noob is an idiot. But yes, she was the personal assistant to Harvey Weinstein before she, one of her first jobs in Hollywood. What do you think she was doing a lot of?
Fulfilled all of his personal duties.
Mm-hmm. Do you think she's real good at representing women and that kind of stuff?
She does. She is now. She had experience after being abused and beaten and everything else that he did to her.
So she'll be abusing. She'll be the one abusing now.
She'll be the one doing the abusing now.
And I guess the other news, which we'll touch very briefly, which again could be fake news. I don't know why this is a thing. Taika Waititi is going to do something with Star Wars. Who cares? I like Taika Waititi, but he also canceled on Akira. The dude's overbooked. So what am I worried about?
Of a director.
He's okay. He's okay. I like Taika Waititi.
He's not great.
Ooh, TD. What's he not great at?
No, he's good, not great.
What's he not great at?
Would you take him over J.J. Abrams?
Yes.
Okay. What about Christopher Nolan?
Come on, no. And Christopher Nolan wouldn't touch
a Star Wars movie. Would you want Christopher Nolan to do a fictional movie?
A fictional movie? He does all fictional movies.
Yeah, but Star Wars is like this is going off topic, but Star Wars is the most off track he would probably go into he would try to make it realistic, and you can't do that.
He does whatever. I don't care what you say, Noob-Noob.
Okay.
Your opinion is void and null. I don't even know. You're not even talking about the same subject anymore.
We're not. I'm just going off
You're
track
just
here.
rambling.
I am.
So
I
it's like
drank.
TD.
Oh,
At this point, we're not even sure why we even have you here.
He's just going to black out at some point. So
well,
I think that was our last bit of news that we were going to talk about. So why don't you tell us a little about Clone Wars and then
So Clone Wars wrapped up. This was the final season. They said so because they called it Clone Wars the final season. They did a tie-in where the end of the season was right along the same timeline as Order 66, when all the clones went and turned on the Jedi. A very cool twist with this one is the way they told the story. I'm not going to give you any spoilers because it's a very cool
twist.
It's a cool something that Star Wars has not done to this point is they humanized and actually allowed you to feel sorry for the stormtroopers, the clones, something that they have not done before in any of the Star Wars movie or cartoon lore.
You sure about that? Because they did humanize all of the. They made a really important point of making all of those clones seem like they were individuals.
They did a pretty good job at that. Especially if you watch like Star Wars Rebels and stuff like that, they do have individual names for a lot of the clones. They did a pretty good job at that. But this is the first time they actually took a look at Order 66 and allows you to have a feeling for the clones, for actually sympathize for the clones and feel sorry for them.
They had to follow orders.
That they didn't have a choice to follow the order. The timeline they put in was that it was a chip in their head that made them force them to go ahead.
They suicide squatted them.
So it actually allowed you to sympathize with the clones as they were killing the Jedi. The clones, yes, the clones as they were killing the Jedi. So it's one of the first times they did that in Star Wars lore. Up to this point, they were completely the villain, but the way they classed it in the end of the Clone War cartoon series was you sympathized for them, you felt sorry for them. It was a very different angle for the clones in the Star Wars.
All of the clones are based off of Jango Fett, right?
Correct.
Okay.
They are. They are originally based on Jango Fett. They all have a chip in their head that forced them to follow Order 66. They didn't have a choice in that. And that's what this final season actually did a real good job of doing. The last couple episodes happened at the same exact time as the whatever that movie was that Anakin turned into Vader. That was going on during the timeline.
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. They had a couple sounders from the movie to help you know that was what was going on at the same time. It was it was an interesting twist on the Clone Wars. I liked it. I thought it was very well done. I did enjoy the Clone Wars. The whole cartoon series was very well done.
Well, that's just...
Was Darth Maul in it all?
Yes, Darth Maul was in it multiple times. He was in this last season as well. Pretty badass. They actually did justice to Darth Maul because they definitely ruined him in the movies, but in the cartoons, they did him justice.
Who's his brother?
Justice for Darth Maul.
I can't remember his brother's name, but he was from the same planet.
Darth Balls.
It wasn't like brother. He was from the same tribe, the brother, so they would call each other brothers. He was only in Clone Wars, did not get into any of the subsequent cartoons. But a cool storyline nonetheless.
I think his biggest movie, Darth Maul's biggest movie, was Solo, a Han Solo story.
Yes, when he was in the end for 20 seconds.
Where he space fucked the Space Kraken.
He did not do that.
He did. I watched the movie in theaters. That happened.
Yeah, that didn't happen, actually.
He was a hologram for about 20 seconds.
And he came real hard in that Space Kraken's mouth.
Again, did not happen.
So idiot.
It happened. If you watch the extra features, it happened a lot.
Always go to the same thing over and over and over again.
Well, you can just mute him.
Disgusting.
You could. Don't do that.
You could.
So anyway, I do have all the power here, noob. I can mute you whenever I want.
FAA Part 107. What kind of weird sex shit are you looking up?
So there was a conversation I heard recently when it came to Star Wars lore, and there's a lot of love, a lot of hate for Star Wars. It goes back and forth. But when it comes to trilogies, long term, one of the ones that a lot of people compare Star Wars to is the Marvel universe. If you're going to pick a universe, which one is the better one?
Marvel.
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 Isn't this shit supposed to be 10 minutes?
Hands
Yeah.
down. No, we're already up
It's
to
20
20 minutes.
So yeah, we're way past 10 minutes there, Chiefy.
All right.
I was about to wrap it up as you were like, "Which universe is better?" Let's,
right, well,
let's
I didn't
debate
know.
this for
It's
10
a very
minutes.
simple question. It's a very simple answer. Marvel.
Yes. You have 22 movies
Very
or 23 movies, whatever the number is, of like, there. I don't even know that any of
doesn't
their
even
movies
matter.
come
Marvel.
close. This is Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel.
All right. Well, in that case, as you wrap this up, I'm going to go ahead and play the music that they played at the end of Return of the Jedi on Disney Plus. They removed the Star Wars theme and played this instead.
That's weird.
Oh, those Ewoks.
Yeah, they played this instead of Yub Nub. It was-
Isn't they replaced that back in 1996 when he re-released the movies? You didn't know that?
No, was it released changed that long ago?
Yes, it was changed back in 1996 when he redid. That's
just-
the whole end scene where they show all the like the whole galaxy. Like
But the
Coruscant.
re-releases were with bonus footage or not?
Was that so? Was that also when they changed the credit songs from
Yes.
the Star Wars theme to this?
That's just regular Star Wars music, isn't it?
Yeah, but remember how Return of the Jedi originally ended when the credits came up and it was da 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 da. They played this instead. It was just
I don't know because the end credit music, which they redid with John Williams, was totally different and bled into the credits. So I don't know.
completely anticlimactic. It ruined the entire thing. Disney just continued to ruin Star Wars over and over and over again.
It wasn't Disney. It was Lucasfilm. Lucasfilm ruined
So
it.
happy Star Wars Day. They ruined that love from your childhood.
Yes, and they will continue to ruin it as they bring in sexual predators to direct their stuff.
Taika Waititi's a sexual predator?
No, he's not.
Oh, okay.
We're
Whoa.
talking about the girl that we talked about. So, anyways, be sure to catch us Friday as we go live again, and we'll finish up some reviews. Like we said, maybe we'll touch on some of the stuff we talked about here on May the 4th. Shout out to our peoples in the chat, Bootleg and Dr. Lemedic and all our other people out there. Thanks for showing up live when we didn't tell anybody because we're that good at this.
Surprise! That's why you need to subscribe so you know when we go live because it will pop up and let you know.
And if you subscribe, you get free from Noob-Noob or
Free
Scott,
what?
your choice.
Free what?
Wait,
Fix
Noob's
your connection, Noob-Noob.
Noob-Noob. What a piece of you are.
I'm fucked up connection here. Watch Upload. We're going to review it on
No,
Friday.
we're not.
Watch it.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we were just messing with everybody. We love y'all, and Noob-Noob's a loser, so we'll catch you later, folks. Look,
Dragon Ball Z.
happy hearts. McClunky.